It could be recalled that on the 20th April of this year, Justice Adrian Fisher dissolved the National APC executive and called for the setting up of an interim governance committee to steer the leadership of APC. This body was set up to redeem the party, now seems to be the one to be redeemed, because even though they are small in number, they are sharply divided and seem not to be able to bring APC together. Chairman of the Political Party Registration Commission, Abdullahi Masiambe Bangura, said since the ITGC was a committee established by the court, there was very little the Political Party Registration Commission could do.
They are not an organ of the party. Our mandate is in respect of legally constituted organs of the party that come into being through intra-party elections. But in this case, this was a body created by the court. And therefore, we should be very careful as a commission not to assume the role of the court.
The chairman said most of the problems of the ITGC seemed to be a misinterpretation of the judgment of the court, and added that if there was a disagreement of the judgment, it was the responsibility of the court to interpret the judgment because they created the ITGC. Mr. Bangura disclosed that since the creation of the ITGC, they have only acted in unity on two issues, which are setting up of subcommittees and the formulation of the rules for the lower level elections, but said they started experiencing cracks in the committee when they published the rules for objections.
When we published and invited those objections, we received, I think, a total of 12 objections. And by law, we are supposed to forward those objections to the party and ask them to respond to say. And that is when we started witnessing a crack to the 21-man committee division. Now that division continues to widen, but that was the first time we came face to face with that division.
Fast forward, the rules have been gazetted and have become law since the 1st of November, which according to the judgment, the 60 days duration to conduct the lower level election have commenced, but the ITGC are yet to constitute the Transition Interim Independent Elections Management Committee. Following this, the chair of the PPRC said he did an advisory note guiding them on the things they should do, but unfortunately, it was replied with invectives. Mr. Bangura admitted that his greatest worry was that the recent event in the party, which saw the removal of members from the secretariat by the chairman, and that the matter was still not before the judge for interpretation.
And I don't know, the current happenings are not part of that application. That is what bothers me as well. I call the press so that you also be aware, and through you maybe his lordship will be aware that there are emerging issues that are not part of the prayers of the application that is before him now. And if he does not give an holistic interpretation of his judgment, it means they may have to go to him again.
The chairman believed that if the sharp divide within the ITGC is not urgently looked into, it likely would undermine the party's chances to effectively compete in the 2023 elections. Emmanuel Samua, SLBC.